Eskom and the Special Investigating Unit have issued summons in their legal battle to recoup billions of rands allegedly siphoned off from the power giant. They filed papers in the North Gauteng High Court in a bid to recover some 3.8 billion rand of funds from individuals, including former Eskom executives, as well as members of the Gupta family. Now, for more on the story, I'm joined by Eskom spokesperson Sikonathi Mantshantsha. Lovely to have you with us this afternoon, Sikonathi. Now, Eskom and the SIU have gone to try and recover these funds. What exactly are you asking the court for?
We are asking the court to compel these 12 defendants to pay to Eskom an amount of at least 3.8 billion rands, which is the loss to Eskom as a result of their illegal activity in the acquisition by Tegeta Resources and other entities related to the Gupta family of Optimum Coal Holdings in 2015 and 2016. These individuals acted in a manner that is illegal and caused losses to the people of South Africa.
Now, you've mentioned the Guptas as well, and they form part of the individuals that are included in that summons. Now, we know that they're based in Dubai and have not even come to South Africa upon request from the State Capture Commission. How are you going to ensure that all those who ought to be at least brought to book do face the music, so to speak?
Thami, the first part to really clear right up front, this is a civil action against these individuals. Eskom has previously registered dozens of criminal cases, including on this one. That is for the police to execute the criminal part, which includes arrests and indeed prosecution in a criminal court. This is an attempt to recoup the monies that were lost by Eskom and is independent of the criminal investigation and any prosecution, if there will be, from the side of the police. So ours is to get these defendants to get to court and indeed explain themselves and tell the court why they are not liable for these losses that Eskom suffered.
Give us a bit of background as to which of the cases that you're looking into. We know that some are linked to the acquisition of Optimum Coal Holdings and obviously payments as well that were made to Trillion.
That's exactly that. We paid as Eskom 595 million rands in 2016 to Trillion Capital Management, a company that was owned and still majority owned by Salim Aziz Essa. This was illegal, and Eskom did say at the time that it actually paid the money for no value received. These individuals, former Eskom employees, we have charged them for recovery of those funds, and then there was the acquisition of Tegeta, of Optimum Coal by Tegeta. Again, Eskom executives and board members and other people acted illegally and made sure that Eskom was able to illegally and irregularly transfer funds to assist the Gupta family to acquire these assets, and the people of South Africa suffered the losses. We are praying the court now to restore those funds back to Eskom and indeed to recoup them against these individuals.
Now, you are targeting a number of people, including then Mineral Resources Minister Mosebenzi Zwane, Brian Molefe, Machila Koko, and the Gupta brothers as well. We have spoken about the fact that they're not in the country. Are you going to be able to compel them to come to the country? Thami,
this is a civil case where their presence is not necessarily required. You are now talking about a separate case, which is the criminal matter, where the National Prosecuting Authority and the police, that's their matter. This one, they have to either confirm to the court that they will pay back the money, or indeed the court will compel them by liquidating their assets in the event that it does agree with Eskom's watertight case. So they are not physically required to be in the country to defend this action. We are not seeking their extradition into the country, but we are seeking their participation in this act to recover the funds.
And that is a very important clarification that you've made there. Now, one thing here, I'm looking at the media statement that you've released, and you said all of the former executives and board members breached their fiduciary duty of care and good faith to Eskom and acted in a concerted state capture effort with the Gupta brothers. So you're putting a blanket on these former board members and Eskom executives.
There are 12 defendants in total in this case, 8 of them being former board members and former senior executives of Eskom, who were placed in these positions of trust to look after the best interests of the company. They did the exact opposite through the actions that are listed in the summons, including inducing Eskom to pay over monies to the Gupta family and to Absa Bank via guarantees, guaranteeing that the Tegeta will be able to make the acquisition. These are actions that were illegal and were in exact opposite to what these individuals were required. I am talking here by Brian Mulife, Machela Koko, Arnold Singh, Ben Ngubane, Chaita Mabute, Susan Margaret Daniels on the side of Eskom, as well as indeed the former Minister of Mineral Resources, who deliberately took action, including threatening the Optimum Coal and Glencore to have their mining license overturned, an act that was illegal, and went as far as traveling to Switzerland to actually put pressure on Glencore to sell the company. This action, together with others on the board of Eskom, they actually physically transferred monies in the amount of about 2.8 billion rand for the benefit of the Gupta family. And we are praying the court now to recover, to help Eskom recover those monies.